people will be somewhat in a ambiguity state whether should I take GATE exam or not. In fact, every engineering student must attempt this GATE exam. In fact, if you actually artificial intelligence, so just all that you require is obviously DBMS. DBMS is one of the important topics here, and one more programming data science topic is even more. Data science paper is even more easier than computer science paper. In computer architecture, memory is an important topic from where most of the questions are actually being asked for the past so many years. Memory is one of the topic which is going to fetch you full marks in most of the marks in computer architecture. In addition to which, there also is another topic called
Is there
pipeline.
any Indian level standard author books in which they can able to prepare well in computer science syllabus?
Computer architecture and operating system is going to collectively give you around 20 to 24 marks. That is not the problem with Tamil Nadu, sir. Just the problem is in entire India, because when university syllabus is university syllabus and you just are theoretically tested, but that doesn't quantify your CGPA, doesn't quantify your knowledge. If you get 8.5 CGPA, that doesn't mean that you have 8.5 knowledge of the subject.
Hello everyone,
to the
today
subject
Mr. Anil Prasad. He's from Hyderabad. Usually he used to take classes here in Coimbatore, our center. And he's going to discuss with us about computer science related subjects, how to score in GATE examinations and all. Hello sir.
Hi, sir.
Can you introduce yourself, sir?
Yes, sir. So this is Anil. I am a triple PG holder. I did my MTech in computer science. I also did my MBA in HR. I also did my MSc in mathematics. I cracked GATE for twice, in which once I got 131 score, 131 rank, and the second time I got 327 rank. So, and that's it briefly about my background. And I've been teaching GATE for the past 12 years. When it comes to the GATE, most of you people still not aware of how good a GATE exam is. Writing the GATE exam leads to open how many doors. You people will be somewhat in a ambiguity state whether should I take GATE exam or not. In fact, every engineering student must attempt this GATE exam. If you actually are able to clear the GATE exam, there will be a lot of doors open. There are a lot of opportunities are awaiting.
Okay. So you are dealing with computer science subjects,
yes,
right?
Sir.
So what are the weightage? What are the subjects are available? Because this is a newcomers. Those are understand for the subject level and topic level. So what are the subjects are there, and what are the weightage is given
in computer science?
Yes, yes.
In computer science, we have computer architecture, operating systems, discrete mathematics, and programming data structures, computer networks, a theory of computation, and also what do you call the aptitude, mathematics, and the verbal ability.
Okay.
Here, when you talk about, all in 2024, let me tell you, all are having more or less the same weightage. But the more weightage is preference is given to the programming data structures, computer networks, computer architecture, operating systems. If you actually can concentrate on these 4 topics, in addition to the verbal ability or the mathematics, obviously you are going to score more than 65 to 70. Just only these subjects.
Okay, so that is my next question is that one only. So to qualify, what are the important subjects they can able to learn? For example, 25 marks to 30 marks, just a qualifying.
For just qualifying, you don't even need to attempt the technical section. The non-technical section such as mathematics, aptitude, and verbal ability itself, it is going to give you, if you score good, if you score full, you will be able to get around 28 marks. That itself is pretty sufficient to crack the GATE exam. So most of you people are pretty familiar with the mathematics because right from intermediate you've been going through the mathematics, and yes, the mathematics or the verbal ability or the aptitude itself collectively is going to give you the sufficient score to crack the GATE exam. And obviously, if you're good in technical aspects, you are going to score better.
Okay. So there are syllabus introduced to data science and artificial intelligence, right? So will they write the students 2 papers in the options in which they can able to write DA also without any much preparation?
In fact, science and artificial intelligence. So just all that you require is obviously DBMS. DBMS is one of the important topics here, and one more is programming data structures through Python. Python is even more simplified version to C or C++. Obviously, you can prepare on your own with respect to the data science or machine learning. And in machine learning and data science, 50%, more than 50% of the syllabus is mathematics. More than 50% of the syllabus, around 45 to 50% syllabus is just mathematics. The rest of the topics are data science, artificial intelligence, and DBMS. And if that is clearing data science topic is even more, data science paper is even more easier than computer science paper.
Okay. So actually, one point I want to explore here. So those are interested more into the mathematics. They can able to choose data science and artificial intelligence syllabus, right?
Yes, sir. That's
because
pretty true.
fully of mathematics,
Yes.
numbers. Right?
Yes.
So, is there any Indian level standard author books in which they can able to prepare well in computer science syllabus?
Yeah, computer science is a programming data structures. I don't suggest any books because programming data structures must be understood by from many resources. But there are some standardized books for the computer architecture operating systems. Computer architecture, you should have this Maurice Mano computer architecture in your hand all the time. When it comes to with respect to the operating system, there is Galvin's book. Of course, you might have gone through this Galvin book all the time. This Galvin's book is a very important book which is going to cover all the aspects of the operating system. Computer network, there are lots of books are available. There is no single author. Computer networks itself, it can be distributed into many books. You just need to go through many books. Similarly, programming data structures and other topics such as TOC and all, you will be able to learn from the online resources also.
Okay. So mainly you are dealing with computer organization and operating systems. So what are the main title is going to be repeated year on year in every examinations in subtitle wise. So can you explain?
Yeah, with respect to the topics that you have to focus on in computer architecture, memory is an important topic from where most of the questions are actually being asked for the past so many years. Memory is one of the topic which is going to fetch you full marks in most of the marks in computer architecture. In addition to which, there also is another topic called pipelining. Every year, there is definitely one question on pipelining under memory. Next thing I will give to instructions at architecture. If you can prepare for these three topics, you'll be able to score very good in computer architecture. With respect to the operating system, there is this part called synchronization and deadlocks. Most of the questions from the most of the years have actually been only from this topic, that is synchronization and deadlocks. And also, there is one easiest topic anybody can understand by themselves, anybody can go through by themselves, that is scheduling. So if you can prepare for these three, most of the questions, rather 80% or 70% of the questions will be actually from these topics. You will be able to score good.
Okay. So what is the mark actually we can expect from operating system and the computer organization?
Yeah, for the past, if you take the trends of the past 4 years, the weightage is varying in between 10 to 12, but not coming down to 10. So both computer architecture and operating system is going to collectively give you around 20 to 24 marks. That itself is, that is going to fetch you a huge score and a very good rank.
Yes. So this along with this particular 20, 22 marks, engineering mathematics, if you add.
Yes, engineering math, that will go beyond 40.
Yes. So altogether, it will come around 40 marks to qualify easily, good a good rank also.
Yes.
Right? So if the students to get into higher marks, so like above 50 and less than 1,000 all India ranks, so what are the other subjects need to concentrate, sir? So
yes, sir, as I already told you, programming data structures, computer networks, computer architecture and operating systems. These four topics are going to cover the 80% of the marks total score. If they can concentrate on these four, and the remaining, they will be easily able to prepare from even the online resources. And that's what they have to concentrate on the four topics: computer architecture, operating data structures, computer architecture, operating systems, computer networks, and DBMS. Okay. DBMS, these five topics together, obviously your score will be less than 1,000. Your rank will be less than 1,000, including this mathematics and aptitude.
Okay. So in this, once the students get into the good score, so will they able to choose PSU jobs, or maybe they can go to PSU jobs, or maybe higher studies? Which option can able to choose?
There are some constraints and factors involving in answering this question, sir. If you score good, and depending on your category, let us say if you belong to the OC, you're expected to score a bit better than the other category people. But still, if you score good, if you get less than 1,000, definitely you will be given you're going to get a seat in NITs. Sure, you're going to get a seat in NITs because the number of NITs have been increasing every year. There are new generation NITs. They've been sprawling across all over the country. You are definitely going to get a seat in NIT even if you belong to the category of the OC. But the only thing is you should be able to score good and your rank should be less than 1,000.
Okay. So the UG graduate itself, they will be getting good placements. So what is the need of going to PG and to get into the some IITs and NIT programs?
Placements, I don't agree with you, sir, right now because the market with respect to the placement is not really good at all. If you observe the past trends of 3 or 4 years, placements have actually been coming down. In 24, trust me, placements are coming down to zero. IITs itself, they are, only NITs and IITs doing good with respect to the placements. Other colleges, university colleges and the normal colleges, trust me, placements are actually zero. So here at this aspect, rather than hurrying up into getting one or the other normal jobs, if you can stretch your education a bit for 2 more years, doing PG in IITs or NITs, that will, because in 2 more years, I'm sure the market is going to open, because at this point the market is volatile, because there is no guarantee where our artificial intelligence is going to scale up to what level the artificial intelligence is going to scale up, because lots of jobs are expected to be vanished, lots of new jobs are going to be created. In 2 years we'll have a broader picture. Even the companies, the market will have an entire picture where the jobs will be, where the jobs are going to be created, where the jobs are going to be removed. So in 2 years, we're going to have a clear picture. Meanwhile, if you can upskill yourself in IITs or NITs doing some PG, that is computer science or electronics, whatever, depends on depending on your background. In 2 more years, yes, trust me, you're going to be into one of the topmost, companies in the world.
So they will get better package
Yes, sir.
for while joining this IIT program and IIT program, right?
Obviously, sir.
Okay. So while writing gate examinations, so what kind of mistakes usually they used to do it by the student, and in which if you are explore those things so that they can able to avoid it.
The thing is very simple, sir. Where people commit to the mistakes is the question to be answered and the question to be, understood. The moment I get a gate paper, the moment I see the gate paper, I just go through the question that I'm familiar with. Here, the biggest mistake that the students usually commit is, the moment you look at a question, if it resembles something very similar to the previous question that he actually solved, he will go by that mindset. He will interpret this question also the same alike what he actually has solved in the classroom or in preparation. So immediately he will apply the same logic to this question also. He will try to come to the solution. There also, the options also will strategically be given. There is one trapped answer, there is one correct answer. Most of the people will be falling into the trapped answer because they think that the question is something else. So they try to take the previous experience of solving the PYQs or the normal exercise questions. So they'll apply the same logic here. The biggest mistake that the student commit to is, they do not go through the question completely. Whenever you have to answer a question, first of all, you must be able to spend some time with the question. You should read the question. This is 90% of the people commit to the same mistake, with which they're going to lose a lot of marks. They have been losing a lot of marks. So I want you people to go through the paper first, go through the question first, then you figure it out how to solve that question. And simple time management always is there. People, they when they take the paper into their hand, they go serially, which is a blunder. First of all, you should be able to find out. You should be able to figure out which are the easiest questions, which are the medium questions, which are the difficult questions. You should be able to properly plan how to solve the question. Otherwise, time becomes a biggest constraint at the end. Although you know how to solve a few questions, you will not be able to solve them, because the way your approach should be correct. You should be able to classify the questions, how to solve them. There is no point in solving in a serial order.
Okay. So for that, taking number of mock tests is maybe helpful for before entering into the actual original exam, right?
Yes, sir. Mock tests are going to play a key role here. First, you should be able to solve all the PYQs. Trust me, if you are able to solve all the PYQs and sufficient number of mock tests, you will be able to score less than 1,000 or even less than 100. Mock tests and PYQs itself, they are going to fetch you a very good rank less than 100. Trust me. This is how I did it.
Okay. So normally in Tamil Nadu system curriculum, so most of the universities, they are not asking questions based on the problems, right? So we used to ask questions related to theory. The student used to write theory part alone with the diagrams, and they will get good marks, good GGP also. But whereas when it comes to gate examination, that most of the questions related to problems, even computer network operating system, the number will play in the question itself. So for that, how to prepare for these kind of problematic questions? What percentage of problem will be asked in this computer science related subjects?
It's just not a problem with Tamil Nadu, sir. Just the problem is in entire India, because university syllabus is university syllabus, and you just are theoretically tested. But that doesn't quantify your CGPA, doesn't quantify your knowledge. If you get 88.5 CGPA, that doesn't mean that you have 8.5 knowledge of the subject with respect to the subject in your brain. So the thing is very simple. The moment you start gate preparation, this theoretical aspect would definitely help you, but you should be able to transform yourself into apply this theoretical knowledge into the problematic questions and the solution. Simple. You just don't need to stretch too much here. If you already have this 8.7.5 to 8.35 CA, you should be able to transform yourself a bit from this so-called theoretical oriented to the problematic approach. Then that's what hands-on. As long as the more questions you solve, the more PYQ you solve, the more test series you attempt, the more confidence you get to attempt a paper. Simple. You just need to change your approach from theoretical model to the problematic model.
Okay. So solving more number of problems related to previous year question paper.
Yes, PYQs they themselves see right from 87. If I'm not wrong, right from 87 we have PYQs. There are tons of PYQs. Actually, they are able to solve. Obviously, if you can see any paper in the past 10 or 12 years, the questions actually are not going beyond the PYQs. The models actually been taken from only the PYQs, and if you actually are confident in solving every PYQ with a few test series, that's it. Your job is done. You're going to crack the gate very, very easily in it. Trust me in this. I want you people to target NIC, NITs and IITs or IISc Bangalore. So these are the three premier institutions, franchises of the premier institution. If anything you get, if you are able to get a seat in any one of this, IITs, NITs, any of the, IISc, trust me, things gets very simpler with respect to your career.
Okay. So the students not getting into IIT, NIT, possibly they will join in IIT also.
Yes, IIT also offers you a very good academic approach by which you will be able to get placed, or you also can change your perspective from taking a job to being an entrepreneur.
Okay. So final conclusions for students who are preparing for an upcoming GATE examination 2025 and 26. So what inputs?
Yeah, simple thing is most of the people they're just going to give a trial when they come and take the question or when they start preparation. They just usually think that their perspective will be like, okay, let me give a trial. Trial doesn't work. With respect to GATE exam, trial will never, ever work. Simple. You just need to stretch up a lot. You need to pull up your socks. Simple. You should prepare. There's no point in giving a trial. Giving a trial is going to waste your time. You should prepare extensively for the GATE exam. There has to be a vigorous practice, vigorous preparation is actually required for the GATE exam. If you can do it, simple. This is the time that you need to spend with yourself and your academics with respect to the GATE exam. And if you can give yourself some time for the GATE preparation at this very point, then your future is wide open. You will be able to choose whatever the direction that you want to go. Maybe jobs, maybe PSUs, or maybe GATE. I guess you people know that it's just not India. You'll also be able to do PG in various other countries also, Germany, Singapore. You'll be able to do. GATE is going to open a wide variety of doors, but you need to give yourself some time for the preparation. No trials, no trial and error basis. You should spend your time for the preparation. Then right after cracking the GATE, all the doors will be open.
Right. So real engineering preparation will start from GATE preparation only, I hope, because once you only theoretical point of view in engineering subjects in university, whereas in GATE you will be solving more number of kind of knowledge, right? So I hope Anil Sir explore all the details related to your computer science related subjects. So hopefully you understood. Possibly you can start preparing in case you are in the first year, second year, third year. So in case final year graduated, even though you join some MNC, try to prepare parallelly and try to get good opportunities in upcoming years. Wish you all the best. Thank you. Thank you, sir.